the electors who caused this case is right here in Las Vegas. New at 5, we talked to our Jeff Gillen.
And good evening, everybody. 4 years ago, Michael Baca was living in Colorado. Today, he's teaching government at Chaparral High School and giving his students quite the civics lesson. It's a big election ruling, and one of the cases had Michael Baca's name on it.
It was exciting. It was a bit, it's still surreal that my name was attached to the Supreme Court. And I'm happy that we got a decision.
Here's how Las Vegan Michael Baca walked into history. In 2016, he was a Colorado resident and a Colorado elector, one of the people in the Electoral College who cast the actual ballots for president.
I didn't know 6 years after high school or my second presidential election that I voted that I would be an elector.
He pledged to support Clinton, but there he was at the Colorado Capitol that December day in 2016, looking at an election Donald Trump was poised to win. He thought maybe if he voted for a moderate Republican, other Republican electors would join him. So he voted for former candidate John Kasich, hoping to derail Trump's victory. Like Nevada, Colorado requires electors to cast their votes for the candidate who wins the state. In Colorado in 2016, that was Clinton. So when he did not, Colorado threw out his vote and replaced him as an elector. His court fight began and ended today.
Yeah, it was a unanimous decision against the electors and elector freedom. But I think that's great because we have a little more certainty going into November.
In its ruling, the Supreme Court hopes to avoid electoral chaos, with rogue electors going their own ways. Baca says it's time to toss the Electoral College. He says presidents should be elected by direct vote. In the meantime, he moved here and teaches at Chaparral. He's a living lesson for his students.
I'm a teacher that didn't just read textbooks in college. Like, this is something that I've been doing in real life, and I try to use that to inspire the next generation of students to become politically engaged.
And Baca is what is called a faithless elector. Now, in America's 58 presidential elections, with more than 23,000 electoral votes, by the way, there have only been about 180 faithless electors. I'm Jeff Gillen, News 3.